Shadowheart.
What am I to do?
You are to play a song for us. Poor performance. Do it. No, you're the best. Don't ever let anyone tell you you're not doing a great job. All right, we are playing Baldur's Gate 3. Baldur's Gate 3 is a game that I'm sure needs no introduction. It is the next game up on offer from Larian Studios, the company that brought us the much beloved Divinity Original Sin 2. That game, Divinity Original Sin 2, is a game that holds a very special place in my heart, as does Larian Studios itself, because that game was a game that, how do I want to say that? It's the game that made it okay for me to play turn-based games, isometric top-down CRPG style games. As I've talked about before on this channel, I didn't get into playing games until much later in life. Probably checked in at around the time, somewhere around the time Skyrim came out. And I immediately fell in love with RPGs of that time, a time that I consider, probably because of the fact that it was my first experience, I consider that to be a high watermark for RPGs. Maybe that like 5 to 10 year span around 2011, I would say. Playing a lot of BioWare and Obsidian and Bethesda RPGs, and I loved them, and I went through all of them. And after I went through all of them, I started looking for more games, more awesome RPGs. And at the top of probably every list, or near to the top of every list of, if you like that game, try this, or if you like RPGs with really great stories and big, deep, rich mechanics and huge open worlds and whatever, then you gotta play Divinity Original Sin 2. But I said absolutely not, and swore it off, and actually even had that game and others like it tagged as ignored on Steam, so they would stop getting recommended to me. Because I wanted to be immersed in the world. I wanted to be first person, or I guess even third person, but just in that world. And I didn't think you could possibly be immersed playing a game they're not isometric, but that zoomed out view. Playing as a party instead of as a character, and certainly not playing turn-based. Well, I don't know what caused it, but one day I finally acquiesced, bought Divinity, played it, and fell in love. I put in like 150 or so hours and went from, I'll never play a turn-based isometric RPG, CRPG, to, I want to play all of them. And then I proceeded to play all of them, all Pillars of Eternity 1 and 2, Pathfinder, Kingmaker, and Wrath of the Righteous, which came out recently, and other games big and small that are in that same vein or same genre, some of which I played on the channel. And so like I said, Larian and Divinity kind of hold a really special place in my heart because they changed my mind about these types of games and opened up an entirely new world to me. You know, I play Kenshi on this channel, and I've talked about it being one of my favorite games of all time, hands down. And I would never have played it had I not played Divinity first, because Kenshi is that same zoomed out view. It's a party-based game, and I thought it's not going to be immersive. That was the way I thought at the time. And after playing Divinity, I was like, well, let's give it a shot. And I was able to find one of my favorite games ever. So like I said, this company gets a huge pass from me. They could put out garbage, I'd still be happy about it, because they were able to open my eyes to something. So they announced some number of years ago they're making Baldur's Gate 3, this game we're going to play today. And it was kind of a mixed bag for me. For me, personally, I wanted to see what the next thing they were going to create, their own world. Whether it was Divinity 3 or some new thing, I wanted to see that. But additionally, truth be told, especially at the time, I was not a big fan of D&D. Not a big fan of D&D in terms of its rules and mechanics and gameplay. The games that I have played that were adapted from D&D were not my favorite. Up to and including my first interactions with this game, Baldur's Gate, when it first came to early access about 3 years ago. I picked it up right when it came out, and was not a huge fan of the rule set. I didn't care. I was going to play it anyway. Doesn't matter. I'll still play it. I'll still enjoy it. But it wasn't really my favorite thing. And it's not necessarily an aspersion on D&D per se. Like if you love D&D and you're like, hey, fuck you, I love D&D, how dare you? Dungeons & Dragons as a concept, as a brand, as an identity, has a lot of good to offer for sure to just about anybody, whether you like it or not, because if you don't want to play games, but you're into gaming culture or medieval fantasy type stuff, there are podcasts, there are YouTube channels. There was a huge budget movie recently released that was fantastic. There's tons of content out there that surround this world and this rule set But actually playing it myself never was really my cup of tea. Now, if you're familiar with this channel to any extent, you might say, well, of course you don't like D&D. You've said many times you don't like magic in games. And it's not that I won't play games with magic, but I try not to engage with the magic when I play. For example, I played Pathfinder Kingmaker, and I played my first time ever playing any Pathfinder game. I played an alchemist grenadier because in a world of magic, I was going to be a man of science, and I had so much fun doing that. And like I said, I played Divinity. I played it as a melee character, kind of the same thing. Someone who, I don't know if you can still do this, but at the time that I played it, I don't know if it's a bug, but you could take a two-handed weapon specialty and take a trait called ambidextrous, which still gave you a bonus to throwing things. And so I had a ton of fun doing that and didn't really engage with magic in really any way, but you still felt really powerful. In any of these games that have melee, you can still feel like you're making progress, feeling like you're contributing or affecting the world, and feeling like you are becoming powerful without ever engaging with magic. That's not really the case with my experience with D&D. Now, I would say absolutely there are people who are incredibly familiar with the rules, tabletop playing, games like Solasta, and just every little nuance of characters and subclasses, and say you can. Maybe you can and you say it's easy, maybe you say you can, but it takes a lot of careful consideration. But for me, with my experience, it's been, even if you're playing a straight melee character, at some point, you are either engaging with the magic systems through spells and cantrips, or you are very much engaging with magical items. Because you're in a world where people are bending time and space and the focus is so heavily on magic, you can't possibly fathom to stand a chance unless you're at least, covered head to toe in magical armor and wielding magical weapons. Like I said, that's been my experience. Your mileage might vary, and like I said, I haven't dove too deep. Now, god damn it, if Larian, for my experience, has not done it again. Because I checked back in with this game for the first time in about a year, I would say, last week, and started to play. I've talked about this before on the channel. I buy early access games all the time. I try not to play too much of them. I don't like to hit the edges of what's available, and also, it's early access. Stuff's gonna change. It's gonna get put in, it's gonna get taken out, it's gonna be broken, it's gonna be janky, whatever. So I've put in like an hour here or there over the 3 years this has been out. But since the release date is fast approaching, one of the things I also like to do with early access games is, play a good solid few hours before the game actually comes out, so that when it does come out, I can focus on gameplay and not learning the mechanics and gameplay. So I checked back in to play a few hours. And oh my goodness. Like I said, fucking Larian has quite literally, for me, possibly almost done it again. I have kind of gone from, yeah, I don't really care for D&D. I don't really like to engage with these systems, but I still enjoy a good RPG, so I'm going to play it, to like now watching like YouTube videos about character builds and sitting here going like, I could play a warlock. That's probably like, I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, how did we get here? But like I said, I checked back in last week, and the first thing I did was say, okay, let me play something a little different since it's just early access and I just want to like mess around with the mechanics. And so I played a charlatan rogue, and I wanted to really live into that character and kind of be like a piece of crap. Like the narrative for the charlatan was like, you're willing to play your friends against each other and deceive people. You're in it for the coin. You're in it for you, and you don't care if other people get hurt or duped or lose. It's all about you. And I was like, all right, we're going to play that. We're going to do that. And I started to do that expecting what you get in most RPGs. And even what I got, checking it with this game 3 years ago, is, yeah, there's some options there for you. Sometimes it doesn't narratively fit with what they expected you to do, what was written on the page. That happens all the time. You play an evil character in a game where choices matter, TM, but you're supposed to be good, and you go to the city, you burn down the entire town, but then the little old lady asks if you can help at the orphanage, and the cutscene forces you to say yes. And I was expecting some of that, but what I got instead was an incredibly nuanced dialogue system, even in early access. Like, as I was playing, I just kept getting shocked by like, that's actually what I want to say in this situation. And then they respond in kind, and then the outcome kind of was like, yeah, no, that really worked for this character, and it started to really interest me. I was like, okay, I have to mess around with this a little more. And so I've been playing for a couple hours over the last week and just starting to get more into their marketing material and just seeing what people are talking about on forums and stuff like that. And it seems like this game is something that I really was not expecting. I fully expected, you know, they moved its release date up, which it was probably the first time that's ever happened with a major release in history. They've given their reasons, but I think we all firmly believe it's to get away from Starfield, which makes a bunch of sense. When Starfield comes out, whether it's good, bad, or indifferent, it's going to suck the air out of the room. And this way they have a good 3 weeks to, you know, start their own little avalanche, their little snowflakes at the top of a hill that will roll into a giant snowball and get people talking about this game, because ideally it'll be a big success for them. But with that, they've started their marketing push, and I'm just checking out all these like various materials, and it seems like, it almost seems like, and I don't like to get excited about games. I don't mind being hopeful for something, but I'm fully prepared to always be let down. But I'm sitting here looking at this game after looking at some of their promotional materials and some of their videos and some of what people are talking about, and like, it feels like it could be the game I've been waiting for like 10 years. It seems like what they are trying to do is make a game the way people made games before monetization and microtransactions took hold. Right out of the gate, there is no microtransactions or monetization heavy. You buy the game, that's it. You buy the game. There's no Larian store. You don't buy Larian fun bucks to unlock a season pass. You don't trade gems for legendary gear in an online marketplace. You just buy the game. And, you know, 10, 11 years ago, before probably the start of all this was Grand Theft Auto Online, when they made a single-player game that was really good and people liked it for what it was worth, and they said, we're going to make a bunch of DLC too, don't worry, we've got you covered. And then they realized this online store with the shark cards was a money printing machine, and they said, fuck single-player, your grandchildren's grandchildren might get to play Grand Theft Auto 6, we're going to be making money. And from that point, every single developer, AAA developer, has followed suit with that. It used to be, if a AAA developer wanted to make money, they made the largest game they possibly could. They made it jam-packed full of story and stuff to do, and savvy gamers understood the nuance between companies who ran afoul, looking at companies like Ubisoft with Assassin's Creed as we got into like, and Far Cry and games like that, as we got into things like Unity, where it's like a map cluttered with question marks and quest markers, versus a company that made a game that was filled with story and things to discover. But the bottom line is that was still how you made money. You made the best game you could, fill the story that is a giant, rich, story-filled, lore-filled world filled with interesting characters, and let the players loose to discover it all, so that they start telling everybody, you got to play this game because there's so much to do in there. Well, no one does that anymore. And it seems like, we will see, it seems like that's what they're trying to do here. What they have talked about, and again, they may not deliver, but what they're talking about right now is an unbelievably gigantic story-rich world. So, action RPGs are going to be focused on action and adventure. This is very much a story game. D&D is a game where your friends sit together and tell each other a story, cooperatively. And it seems like that's what they're trying to build here with a single player. It's also multiplayer and co-op, but it's a single-player video game experience where you weave a story together. Quite literally, verbatim, that is what they are saying. At the time I'm recording this, it's the day after their final panel from hell. I had not watched one of these before, and I watched this one, and was kind of blown away with some of what they're talking about. Again, taking it with a grain of salt. I don't know if they're going to deliver, but the things they're saying are, you have my undivided attention right now. You know, someone asked in the middle of this panel, what is the story you're trying to tell? What's the message you're trying to send? And the answer unanimously, like they almost started stepping on each other, was to say, well, we're not telling a story. We've laid all the threads out there, and we want you to pick them all up and tie them all together into a story. And I'm like, oh, okay, you've got me. You've got my attention. Let's see if you deliver on this. But, you know, they're showing this. They're showing their tech. They're showing the things they're excited about, which are this massive and intricate dialogue and cutscene system that they clearly have put a lot of effort into. This big, giant world that is gorgeous to look at, well thought out, and filled with things to discover. The founder of the studio, I think, was saying, you know, it'd be 200 hours, 100 to 200 hours or something like that to play the game, and you couldn't in one lifetime see everything. Now that smacks of marketing. That's something that marketers typically tend to say. But even in poking around in the early access, I'm like, yeah, I could probably throw a solid 100 hours into this early access and probably not see everything. I am not one of the people that's done that. Perhaps you are, and you're like, oh, I've put 300 hours, you can hit the edges. Like, it's possible, but it seems very open to me. You know, one of the other things they talked about is there is, they estimate 174 hours of cutscenes recorded, which immediately had people going, whoa, I'm not looking to watch 174 hours of cutscenes. That's more than binging an entire Netflix series. But no, it's 174 hours of cutscenes recorded because their dialogue system is a mini movie maker system. It's actually quite unique and fantastic. I was very interested to learn something that I was suspecting when watching this panel from hell, is that this is tech. I was watching these cutscenes going, this is not just they wanted to make some cutscenes. There's some systems approach here. There's some tech, there's some underlying systems. This is methodical, the way they've done this. And sure enough, they explain that. They're like, yeah, they hired a couple of people to build out an entire team that just handles cutscenes for them, just handles dialogue-based cutscenes, and it shows. The dialogue in this game is more engaging than any of the over-the-shoulder character-to-character dialogue I've ever seen in a game. They are so thoughtful about the placement, the lighting, the position, the camera placement, as well as how much intricate nuance is in each dialogue that I've experienced so far, and I'm hoping is truthful. They're saying you're going to experience 1,000-fold once you get into the game. So this is kind of taking it from, I was looking at these two games, Starfield and Baldur's Gate, the only two games I was really excited about this year, and going, yeah, I'm gonna play Starfield because it's a Bethesda game, and I like Bethesda games, and quite frankly, I'm neither excited nor not excited about it. It's just that it is a Bethesda game. I'm expecting at worst case it'll be as engaging to me as Fallout 4 was, which was, I put 100 or so hours into it. It was not my favorite game ever. I probably will never go back to it. But I put 1,000 or more hours into Skyrim because there's just a ton of adventure to be had there. And so, you know, going from Skyrim to Fallout for Bethesda, to me, just kind of felt like this is not a company pushing the limits of what they're capable of doing. You know, this is a company just making another game, and I'm hoping that Starfield is a game that pushes the limits of what they're capable of doing, but I'm fully expecting that it's just another Bethesda game, which I thought was going to be interesting. Now, on the flip side of that, Baldur's Gate, I was fully expecting to just be another Larian game that I was going to, yeah, I'll get to it when I'm done with Starfield, I'll get to it. But now I'm looking at this going, wait a minute, I think you're pushing the limits of what your studio was capable of. It really seems like you are trying to make your magnum opus here. And with that, as I said before, you have my full and undivided attention at this exact moment. There's not a lot of time left to go before we find out whether it's a disaster or not. And I will say, bearing in mind, this is no matter what, these games, RPGs in general, are massive games. I expect this will be buggy and messy at launch. That's gonna happen. That there's no way to make a game as complex as most RPGs, most large RPGs, and not have them be buggy. I don't mind if it's buggy, as long as they are delivering on the thing that they're trying to sell. If it is full and rich and intricate and filled with stories and stories to uncover and find and tell yourself, oh my god, oh my goodness, I could be very excited about that. We shall see. It will be interesting too, because they have much like any RPG, a main quest where it sounds like you can, you know, complete it as a good guy, complete it as a bad guy, maybe don't complete it as a good guy, don't complete it. Much like any game. I played Skyrim, I played the main quest once in my entire life, but as I mentioned, I have 1,000 hours in it because it's adventure defined. Well, they have their main quest, but it sounds like they're saying not just side quests. There's a seemingly not infinite, but a mass amount of handcrafted content to be discovered that is story-based. All very, very interesting. Now, combining this with the fact that, like I said, I didn't like D&D going into this, and now all of a sudden I'm like, this is pretty cool. This is pretty damned cool. And starting to engage with some of these systems and realizing that the synergies there are between characters and how fun it can be to actually build a character, which is an insane thing for me to say, because if you watch my Outward series, all I have talked about is how I don't give a shit about character building. I just want to go have an immersive adventure. I don't care to build a character. And now I'm sitting here going, oh yeah, I could build like a really particular ranger with very specific skills to do it's fucking wild. I will love and hate Larian at the same time if they turn me from somebody first who didn't like turn-based games, now loves them, to somebody who first did not like D&D and very much did not like character building, to somebody who's actually getting involved in that. Like I said, love, hate. Don't turn me into something I wasn't before, but it seems like it's about to happen. So, all right, I say enough yammering out of me, my goodness. We're gonna play a little bit today. Obviously, I have skipped the tutorial. If you've played this game before, you're familiar. It's got the same pacing as Divinity Original Sin 2. You start out on a ship. The ship is a very tightly controlled, narrative-based, very well made, but narrative-based tutorial. When you have to get off the ship and get to the beach. We're on the beach, and that's where the reins get let off. And so we're gonna pick it up from here and play a little bit. This also is a little bit of an experiment. I don't know how well this is going to do in general for me, or even for people caring to watch this, because I actually tried to bring Divinity to the channel twice. Truth be told, like I said, I played 150 hours in that game. I never finished it. And so I thought, well, that's great. I'll bring it to the channel. I'll get through the whole thing playing it on the channel. But I tried twice. Once when I first started the channel was one of the first things I ever recorded, and it just didn't work. And then about a year later, when I knew what I was doing and had a better understanding of how to make episodes, I tried again, and it just didn't work. It felt like I was sitting silently watching cutscenes and you were along for the ride, which just is not what this channel's about. However, I suspect here, and I won't know until I actually get down to editing, that you're involved a lot more in the cutscenes in this, and so I think that will work for the way that I play Let's Plays on this channel. So it'll be an experiment. I'll say this, if you get through this whole episode, if you get through this friggin' yammering intro, and then get through the whole episode, let me know if you're interested in seeing more of this. I think it'll be very difficult to play it on launch, because I feel like everyone and their mother's gonna be playing it, so I will just be completely drowned out. Who knows, maybe I will if people enjoy it. I'm happy to play it. But I think it would make a lot of sense to play this when the Starfield hype picks up. Maybe I reverse the order. I play Baldur's Gate when Starfield is out, and I play Starfield after that fact. I don't know. Like I said, if you get through this whole thing, let me know what you're interested in seeing in the comments. So, we have today, for our character, Hathik Willowhain. I got that name from it actually might have been a Witcher name generator. It was one of the fantasy name generators. I think it might have been a Witcher name. But he's Hathik Willowhain. He is a bard. He's about to be level 2. We're going to level up in a second. He is a guild artisan, and they don't necessarily say directly. I would imagine that narratively the guild artisans are probably weapons makers, but unless I'm forced into confirming that he made weapons via dialogue options later on in the game, we'll just imagine that he made musical instruments. He's got a lute. As I said, he's a bard. It's the first time I've ever had fun with a bard. Bards are usually, for me, a pretty big letdown in games. Skyrim is the best example of the worst experience you can have as a bard. How do you become the dean of the Bards College, or whatever, like the head of the Bards Guild, whatever it is? You stab people. That's how you do it in Skyrim. And even in games like Pathfinder, the narrator is a bard and they follow you around. And they're just kind of underwhelming. This bard is actually a lot of fun to play. They've handled some stuff really good, and I hope it gets even better when they release it. But like, for example, with one of the abilities, you insult people. I think it's this one. Vicious Mockery. I'm pretty sure this is it. Vicious Mockery. Now, in most games, like, okay, Bardic Inspiration in this game and any other game with a bard. You pull a lute out of your butt, you strike one chord, and a ripple wave emanates off of you that inspires the people that are surrounding you. It's basically the same here as well. Vicious Mockery, I was fully expecting you just push it, you hear like a little noise, and a ripple flies out from you, or like a bolt flies to that person. No, he literally says an insult. It's very thoughtful, very good. I hope they continue with that, because I believe the other one, Dissonant Whispers, I don't think he whispers things. I think he actually just has like a bolt of energy fly from him. So I'll be interested to see if they continue with making these things much more narratively interesting. But yeah, so that's the character we're playing today, Hathik Willowhain. We're about to be level 2 because I did every damned thing you could do in the tutorial. If you have not played this game and you're watching this and you're going, you know what, maybe I will check it out, maybe I will buy it. If you get into the tutorial, explore every nook and cranny. The characters can jump using the Z key, go to every ledge, go to every corner. There's a ton of stuff to find. Then, everybody's going to do it. You're going to explore. Everybody's going to do that. However, I haven't seen a bunch of people say you should do this as well. You should do this. You're going to get to a room where a mindflayer is fighting some kind of devil. Defeat that devil, even though the mindflayer is telling you not to do it. Everybody in your party is going, get to the helm, get to the helm, get to the helm. Don't do it. It's going to get dangerous if you can't defeat him quickly. More show up. But if you defeat him, you get a special weapon, the Everburn Blade. You also get some scale mail. We cannot use this because we are not proficient in martial weapons, but maybe we'll find somebody that... I don't think the first 5 people we're going to run into can use this weapon, but we have it anyway. I got everything. But also, like I said, that means we get the level up. Okay, for real though now, I'm going to shut up and we're going to play. We'll start by leveling up. We're becoming a level 2 bard. Through experience, you acquire new power and gain the following traits. Maximum hit points. We gain a level 1 spell slot. Jack of all trades. Oh, this is a good one. Song of Rest. We basically get a short rest by singing to our people, which I love. We also get Tasha's Hideous Laughter. I'm going to take that off. I don't care for that. Oh, Thunderwave. Yeah, sure. We're going to take Thunderwave. I don't care for the Whisper. Thunderwave lets you kind of like push a bunch of people away from you, which is good for a bard because they're squishy. I've got him in like medium armor now. I think he was in clothing when he starts. We'll leave the rest of our spells the way they are. And we will accept. And we have leveled up. I love it. Also, I have a couple of mods going. I have a mod that lets you wear backpacks. It is a bit finicky if you want to try to get it yourself. It's on the Nexus. The only way you can see inside of the backpack is by putting it on your hotbar. Any other way, and you just put it into your inventory. So it gets a little tricky. I also have a mod that makes shielded characters wear the shields on their back as well. I like that. I like when you can see the gear you're carrying, so I'm a fan of that. I tried very hard to have an expanded party size mod, but my game just will not run no matter what I do, no matter what I've tried, any fix, anything. There's something on GitHub that lets you expand your party size by fiddling directly with game files, and I just could not get it to work. But that, to me, is a must, and I'm really hoping when this game releases that there will be an expanded party size mod on, like, launch day. I know it messes with the balance. I don't give a shit. I don't care. I'll play on Tactician before I give up the party slot because... Not because I want a bunch of people with me. I don't want to miss one iota of this damn story. And you have to send people to your camp or tell them not to come with you. Fuck that noise. I want every one of these people with me, especially in this game, because they are all so good. So, it's not working for today. My big dream, my big hope is that it's working for launch day. But we're probably going to leave a couple people back at the, depending how long we play today, we'll leave a couple people back at the camp. Excuse me, madam.
You're alive. I'm alive. How is this possible?
Well, perhaps it was some dramatically timed divine intervention.
The divine tend to keep their interventions close to the chest. Though, I suppose it's not impossible.
Do you have any idea where we are?
No. I don't recognize this place. But anything's an improvement on where we just came from. First things first, we need supplies, shelter, and most of all, a healer. We might have escaped, but we still have these little monsters in our heads.
Agreed. You say we, I take it that means you'd like to stick together?
We need each other, and we both know what's at stake. Can't think of better company.
Alright, let's get moving.
One thing, just before we go. I wanted to thank you again for freeing me.
Of course.
It would have been all too easy for you to run right past my pod, but you didn't. I'll remember that. Lead the way.
Alright. Alright, we get to level up Shadowheart as well. You know, I think I mentioned I watched the panel from Hell, but I avoided any time there were like their spoilers. I watched it well after the fact, so I could just fast forward. And anytime they said there were spoilers, I just skip. And I like this lady. She's like, she feels like, this is like the kind of character I would play. She seems like kind of good, but kind of troubled. I'm gonna be so upset if she ends up being evil. Her name is Shadowheart. Someone later on says she has shadows for eyes. She's got this like terrible looking little thing in her inventory. I'm gonna be really fucking pissed off if she ends up being a bad person.
There is work to do.
All right, what does she come with? She gets a level 1 spell slot, which is Turn Undead. Yeah, we'll keep that for her. Invoke Duplicity, I cannot change that. That is unfortunate. These are, I don't use these at all. I don't know. I'm sure someone does. She can bless people, she can shock people, she can heal people. Maybe we'll keep her with, you know what we'll do? We'll put Command on her, and maybe Inflict Wounds. Since she's got this, like, Command Dead, maybe she'll focus on dead people stuff. Alright. Shadowheart, I'm gonna take the... Time to rest. I'm gonna take the con, you follow me. Alright. Let us explore the beach. We need lots of camp supplies. Oh, here, we can see how janky the book bags are in a second. I've played this tutorial a couple times. It's very different now. Not the tutorial, but like this, you know, early access area. It's very different now than the last time I played it. Like, the last time I played it, Shadowheart was like actually at that door instead of just laying on the beach. But I have never found our little intellect devourer. I saved everybody. We got the Githyanki, we got Shadowheart, and I got us, which was the intellect devourer. I don't know where he went. I'd be happy to have him on our little team. I mean, I guess he served his purpose. He got to the helm. Shanties for the bitch queen.
Fresh water.
And we all row with spray upon our necks, and we all row with spray upon our backs, and we all row with the sea beneath our feet, and the bitch queen stays the storm. All right, Mr. Oh, you know what else is awesome about the bard? Speaking of singing, you can just straight up play your instrument. This is fucking, dude. I do that. We're gonna be doing this in the middle of battle because there is a battle tune. I wish there were more. I wish you could find like the way you would do in Assassin's Creed 4, you'd collect sea shanty pages. I'm not looking to hunt down sea shanty pages, but I wouldn't mind, like, I just found this book. Now let me be able to perform that. Because we're gonna do this in battle. We're helping. This is how we help. This is the battle tune. Old time battles. All right, enough of that. All right, my goodness, that just took so much time. I just had to sort through every piece of inventory in the world, but I got Shadowheart and some scale mail. I think we picked that up off the devil guy, so she's got some more protection now. Come along, Shadowheart. A perfumed letter. Sigh, I love you. There, I said it. And if you meet me tomorrow, I'll say it again and again and keep on saying it until we're old and gray. So let's do it. Let's go to Baldur's Gate. I know it's risky, but so's staying here. The last few months have been hard, but they're always a little easier when you're there. Leave your boat and meet me at the hill overlooking the old bridge. Bring whatever you can carry. We'll make do without the rest. Don't be late. Love, Anna. That is very sad. Unfortunately, my friend here, you are no longer with us. Maybe we'll run into Anna someday, unless she's out here on the beach. We'll hold on to it in case we ever find Anna. I shall keep scouring the beach. Nice, thief's tools. Are you Anna? I hope not. Sorry, madam, but I need your stuff more than you do now. We are gonna unlock this door, but I've been in here before, so we're not going in here yet.
Get that open easily. Maybe there's another entrance.
I have a lockpick. Hold on. Who's got what? Yeah, sure. Give me some guidance. Thank you, Shadowheart. Dude. Oh. I love it. All right, we got the door open. Here, we're gonna go in. We're gonna come back out of here. I've been in here before, and there's a couple of fights in here, I do believe, so we are not... I still have guidance, which is good, so we're gonna use that. We'll just loot this room, and we're gonna go back out. Oh, hold on. You. Hold on. Don't get us killed. All right, I'm gonna go by myself. She was following me for a second. We're gonna go by ourselves. There's a bunch of traps in here. I've got guidance. I should be able to see them, but whatever. Oh, I found one.
There's a trap.
There's a soul coin.
I wonder what it's worth.
I still have no idea what those do. I don't have a trap disarm kit.
Don't waste a step.
We'll run around here.
Be wary. This place is trapped.
Discovering all these things. Seeing what else there is to loot around here. We'll read this plaque. We'll step over here. There's probably another one somewhere around here. Another trap.
The text on the plaque is a mystery to you.
We're gonna leave here because, as I said, there's a couple of fights, if I recall correctly. Nice. Yeah, we'll take it. And we can go assemble some more. We'll find some people on the beach that we can bring with us. We're gonna go do that. All right, Shadowheart, thank you for the guidance. God, watch where you're stepping. How are you for ring mail? Is that better than what you're wearing? You know what, Shadowheart? If neither of us are going to be proficient in anything, we're not going to get anywhere. I've got too much shit. How are you with, you got a ranged weapon? Here, take one of these.
That won't stop me yet.
All right, out we go. Let's go see what else awaits us. Some intellect devourers. Still know us.
Looking ahead. More of those wretched things.
They don't seem to be angry. Why don't we go ahead and assume they're going to attack us, and we'll go right here.
Dudes have seen everything.
And we'll take out our crossbow, and we'll dip it.
A little extra edge.
And I'm going to go ahead and just sneak attack one of these guys. All right, here we go.
Better stay back.
I think I lost my
Strike could
my
be
flame.
lethal.
No time to dally.
Shadowheart, you get in the mix. We get Shadowheart in the mix. Use your cantrip. Head back to Hathik. See if we can get some high ground here. What do we want to use? Let's use Vicious Mockery.
Blood. Why smell thou placenta musk?
That is exactly what I'm talking about. He actually insults them. I fucking love it. Yeah, we can go ahead and use some bardic inspiration on her. We'll do a rousing battle shanty. They are surprised. Oh, it's my turn again. Sorry, Shadowheart, you didn't even get to go. Let's do a shot. Critical miss. I love it. Let's see if we can get a little closer, just a little bit. Keep the high ground and maybe hide.
Breathe quiet. Move with care.
Nice.
To let up.
Let's keep going with fire from you, huh? Nice. Let's get her in a little closer,
My way.
so she could switch to her main hand weapon.
Mustn't be seen.
Get her to hide too. Did you lose sight of us? Well, I didn't even notice the third guy. Hiding failed. Alright. What do we got here? 2 left. Let's see if we could shoot him. Beautiful. Let's see if we can hide again.
Friendly looking shadow.
Shadowheart.
Let's make this quick.
Give a slice. Ah, what a bummer. Why don't you shove this guy? So he has to run back to get up on top of me. And let's get you to step away too. So he has the longest distance to run to get to one of us. Waste his action on a dash and cannot attack. I love it. Let's do a little vicious mockery.
This'll be mean. Knowledge your face and shit it out.
I fucking love it, I swear to God. We'll stay up here, and we'll continue with our battle tune.
To me.
Shadowheart, why don't you give him a whack? Oh, I was hoping that would do it. Here, why don't you... I don't see a reason not to push him. Here, and let's, again, get out of the way.
What?
Waste his action on a dash. He goes for Hathik, but can't attack. I love it. But Hathik can. We also have Thunder Wave. What cantrips do I have? Vicious Mockery. We'll go with a good slice. Nice.
Perhaps our survival
And that's
is
that.
a distant prospect.
Indeed, it is true. All right, we do not need to short rest because we did not take any damage.
What's inside?
Nor did we expend any spells because I did only cantrips, right? You're good.
What's next,
Yeah, she's
I
good.
wonder?
What's in the cartilaginous chest? Poison. I'll take that. We may find a friend who likes poison. Another rapier. Another necklace. Actually, I should have just taken it all. Here, Shadowheart. You get blinged up with that. I'll wear this necklace. I think it looks nice. There we go. How do you do with rapiers?
Whatever it takes.
Not proficient. Alright. Let's go outside before we go inside. Let's head down here.
Press ahead. Still alive, so that's progress.
Definitely take the thieves' tools. Holy shit, I got another instrument? What? What does it play? Is it different? Ah, it's exactly the same. Boo! Ah, that's so cool. Alright, I'm gonna stick with my loot. I dig the loot. Here, Shadowheart, why don't you wear? You have no business wearing this, but there you go. It clips through your shield. I don't care. It's fine. You hold on to that. Let's see if we can get this open. Big money. Give me a little guidance, please. Unnecessary. I literally have everything I need right here. Overkill. No matter. Oh, nice. Let's toss on a helmet. Boom. More monsters. Oh, I think we're still fire resistant. Oh, no, we're not fire resistant. We have the cantrip on. You know, there's all of this grass
I'll take that.
and like bundles of ingredients, and I have yet to figure out what the hell you do with these. There's no alchemy in this game, which, you know, as I think I mentioned in the intro, is much to my dismay. I would, in a heartbeat, be a man of science in a magical world if possible.
Give up now.
But I haven't figured out what the hell you do with this stuff. You can't eat it. I don't think there's any cooking at the camp. Maybe it gets used as part of camp supplies. I don't know.
Hurry. I've got one of those brain things cornered. There, in the grass. You can kill it, can't you? Like you killed the others?
What am I, your fucking servant? Yeah, kill it yourself. You look capable enough.
I was hoping for a kind soul. Well, not to worry.
How dare you? Boom. Easily. Oh, we still have guidance. You stand no chance, my friend.
I saw you on the ship, strutting about whilst I was trapped in that pod.
Where? I would have saved you.
And those tentacled freaks do to me.
Alright, you have it backwards. They snatched us up too.
I'm not an idiot. I saw... Ah!
Your mind twists. You're looking out of unfamiliar eyes, prowling dark, busy streets. You try to hold the memory, but it fades to the worm. The light. The fear.
What was that? What's going on?
Put the knife away and I'll tell you everything.
I'm not an idiot. It has to be those tentacled monsters. Something they did. They took you too. I saw it during... whatever just happened. And to think... I was ready to decorate the ground with your innards. Apologies.
Alright. I'm glad to see we're all caught up now.
Indeed we are. Please, allow me to introduce myself. My name's Astarion. I was in Baldur's Gate when those beasts snatched me.
I guess we're Baldurian. So we'll introduce ourselves. We're a Baldurian as well.
Is that so? We clearly move in different circles.
Hey, fuck you.
So, do you know anything about these worms?
Yeah, unfortunately they're gonna turn us into mindflayers.
Turn us into... Of course it'll turn me into a monster. What else did I expect? Although, it hasn't happened yet. If we can find an expert, someone that can control these things, there might still be time.
That is the plan, my friend. Yeah, alright. You should travel with us, your odds are better.
You know, I was ready to go this alone, but maybe sticking with the herd isn't such a bad idea.
Mm-hmm.
And you seem like a useful person to know. All right. I accept. Lead on.
Alright. And Astarion joins the party,
I bite.
and he gets cunning action dash and cunning action disengage. I don't think he gets interesting until level 3.
All's
You know,
well
it's funny.
done.
It
Not
seems
as
like
bad as
everybody
that.
loves this character, and I really loved the red dragon, the red prince, I think it was in Divinity. His like fucking attitude through the whole thing sure made me chuckle. I am finding him to be annoying,
Something's on my mind.
but he seems to be like a crowd favorite. Hello, Mr. Boar. Yeah, let's see if we can calm the boar. Can I get a bonus? No charm? I guess that's for people only. Let's see what happens. Come on, come on. Nice.
The boar grunts and eyes you warily with its beady eyes.
All right. We can't speak with the animal. There's no way this is going to do anything. If I beckon it closer, he's going to hurt me. We're not going to attack it. Let's beckon it silent. The boar silently lure it closer. Let's see what happens.
The
Come
boar
here, boy.
shuffles its trotters, unsure. Then it dashes away into the wilderness.
All right. What wilderness? Where did he just jump to his doom? There's probably something awesome and hidden here that we now don't get to see as we failed to check with the boar. You know, there's also a rock down here, but I think I need mage hand or some very strong person to move it. We are not that thing, so we're gonna carry on. Maybe we'll come back here when we find the wizard. He's somewhere around here. Alright, we fought in there. That way's out. We'll go deeper in. I think there's a mindflayer over there.
My feet can carry me.
Let's go see. There he is. Hello there,
You
buddy.
approach the dying monster. This is the thing that abducted you. You could end its life here and now, if only you didn't feel compassion. Compassion.
No, I should be furious.
Yes, you feel hate, and you deserve to be punished for it. You should be whipped, made to bow before this creature in shame. It's possessing your mind, forcing you to love it, but then the feeling slips. The creature's mind seems to focus elsewhere.
We'll concentrate on his thoughts, see if we can keep up with him. Shadowheart, I need your help again. Shadowheart, we're gonna be best buddies. God damn, nice.
Your minds fuse, lusting for something that is gone. But then its grip claws back with a vengeance, a vice locking your mind into obedience. It needs sustenance to survive, and with your very body, you can provide.
Whoa. Lean in for a kiss. No, we're gonna resist. We still have our bonus. Come on. Come on. Oh, thank God. I don't know if that would cause me needing to. I don't know if he'd kill me here. Looks like we won.
The monster lies exhausted, defeated. Its eyes, wet orange pearls, radiate malice.
Don't play games with the bard, motherfucker. Close its eyes forever. I am not a bard to be trifled with. What'd you have? Nothing.
Death is too good for it.
I think the wizard is this way. And the wizard is fucking awesome. I dig the wizard.
You're alive. That's unexpected. Last I saw you, you were lying in a crucible's worth of blood. An intellect devourer nibbling at your ear.
Thanks for the help.
Glad to see my eyes deceive me. I'm Gale. Well met.
Well met. You were on the ship as well, I presume?
Very same. A traumatizing experience, if an instructive one.
By trauma, I suppose you mean the thing they put in my eye?
Yes. The ocular penetration by an illithid tadpole, which will end with our souls being snuffed like strands of weave caught in dead magic. Not to mention, you're staring at me like a Rashimi at a blackboard. You're no wizard, are you?
Why do you ask?
Because I need one, but it'll have to wait. The primary need now is a healer. I take it you recall the insertion of the parasite?
Yes, I recall it vividly.
Are you aware that after a period of excruciating gestation, it'll turn us into mindflayers?
I actually did know
Process
that.
known as ceramorphosis? It is to be avoided. I assume you're no accomplished healer either. Powerful cleric, maybe?
No, but I'm an awfully good poet.
How splendid. Perhaps you can look over some of my own verse. At a more opportune moment, however. You and I are in a whole lot of trouble. We need help, and I'm not sure where we'll find it in this wilderness. How about we embark on the quest for a healer together?
Done and done. Sounds like a plan. You're welcome to join us.
Most excellent. Then, without further ado, let's be off. Besides, looks like you keep some interesting company. A woman with shadows for eyes, deep as the dark lake. A pleasure, madam.
Is it indeed? We'll see.
She doesn't have shadows for eyes. All right, Gale.
Elminster's not around, so it might as well.
Okay, what are we gonna do with Gale? Evocation or abjuration? Arcane ward or sculpt spells? An arcane ward once per day. When you cast an abjuration spell of level 1 or higher, you can use a strand of the spell's magic to create a magical oh yes. A magical ward that lasts until your next long rest? The ward has a maximum of 5 hit points. Yes, that's what we're doing. 100% we're doing that. I don't know where we're going to take these spells. What does Sculpt do? A pocket of safety within your evocation spells. Allies automatically succeed. That's very interesting. But no. We will take Abjuration, and we are going to focus more on doing some damage. We'll give him something to protect himself with, and something to do some damage with. Ray of Sickness is pretty cool. No, we're good. We're good. He's going to do that. He's going to protect himself a little. He's going to do some damage. There we go. He's going to specialize in Abjuration. Done. Accept. Let's go. Do I have anything for you, my friend? I do not think so. Why don't you take this mage's armor? We could go tell the Githyanki to get lost. She's not coming with us. We can only take 4 people because I couldn't get the mods. Maybe we'll just deal with her.
Zoru was right. Yellow as a toad and twice as ugly.
The thing's dangerous. Leave it for the goblins to kill.
And if it escapes, how will you... Oh, a guest.
Your skull pounds in response to the prisoner's white-hot stare. Her lips don't move, yet you hear her voice.
You again. Get rid of them.
Rather demanding for a woman in your position, why should I?
Your words flow to her.
Nice.
So you never speak them aloud.
I know what grows inside you, and I know of a cure.
This creature is dangerous. Get out of here, guys. Leave it to me. Somebody help. Oh, nice. Bardic Inspiration. Yeah, I guess we'll do a long rest at some point. Roll away. Nice.
He's right. Let's go. We need to check out that blast.
A blast? I could use more specifics.
You didn't hear it. Shook our camp good, so we came for a look.
I'm in dire need of healing. Where is this camp? Oh, come on. Alright, we'll just try like this. Nice. I don't want to waste my Bardic Inspiration. I think I only get 3.
Northwest. Look for Nettie. Whatever your wound, she can mend it.
And be careful. There are goblin traps everywhere.
Nymessa, come.
Enough gawking. Get me down.
Say please.
Never.
Nice. Let's go see what she's got to
The
say.
tadpole hasn't yet scrambled all your senses. Auspicious. But the longer we wait, the more it consumes. My people possess the cure for this infection. I must find a creche. You will join me.
Careful. She obviously sees your kindness as weakness. Don't let her take advantage.
And what exactly is a creche?
It is many things. A hatchery, a training grounds, a shelter. Githyanki protocol is clear. When infected with a Ghaik tadpole, we must report to Augustil for purification.
Alright. She's not going to come with me. I'm going to tell her to wait at the camp. Alright, let's journey together. Find this creche.
You are full up. Dismiss your weakest warrior.
I hope this is only part of the early access to make sure you have access to all the characters, because this is a very narratively unusual thing. Like, she's been like, the whole time through she follows you through the tutorial, and she's like, shut up, do what I say, follow me immediately, don't talk, be quiet, I say the rules, I say what goes, we gotta find this creche. And now I'm gonna be like, wait at my camp.
Very well, but heed my words. The Horned Ones mentioned a camp. One there, this Zoru, has seen Githyanki. A creche must be near. I must interrogate this Zoru. Our very lives depend on it. I will be at your camp. Do not keep me waiting.
That is insanely dissonant from all narrative up to this point of her going, we must run right now, and then her going, okay, fine, I'll be at your camp. Like, no, don't, no, absolutely not. She should be like, not on your life. But it could just be for the early access so that you have access to her for story. But ultimately, I don't want it to matter for me because I want a mod that allows me to carry up to 8 friggin' characters or however many story characters there are in this game. I don't care. I want them all. Let's go say hi to these guys. Hello there, fella.
You! Not another step, hear me?
Oh, you don't look so good.
Boss! Got company up here!
What's this then? Trying to creep around us and loot the crypt? Not happening. Or is it the ship you're after? Don't matter either way. It's ours. All of it.
Alright, calm down. Well, we're a bard. That ship is full of monsters. I wouldn't go near it. Yeah, we'll take charm. Alright. Nice.
Well, in that case... Come on, you lot. No point in getting killed. Second worm gets the cheese and all.
Second mouse gets the cheese, no?
Nobody's getting any damn cheese. Now move it.
Alright, fellas.
You're more cunning than you look. I thought we had a fight on our hands.
Alright, we are gonna long rest here, too. And we'll get to take a look at that.
Something good here, I hope.
Because I'm pretty sure there's some fights inside of this crypt, or whatever he called it. I think he said it was a crypt.
This seems as good a place as any to make camp.
Yo, is that supposed to be my hair sticking out of the top of this thing? Alright, let's see what everybody's got going on.
Very well.
Lizelle?
A monster forms inside us, and you think to be idle. I knew your kind to be fragile, but I didn't foresee the severity.
I mean, we have to
Be quick
sleep.
about your rest. We must locate a creche.
Fair enough. This crash notion of yours, are you sure it's our only option?
You would doubt me. I do not trust a common healer to extract a gate tadpole without killing its host. At a creche, a gust still may cleanse us. Safely. Take your rest. I will stand watch.
Alright.
Should a single tentacle split your skull, I will not hesitate to end you.
I get the sense that if I have not found the creche in playing this. Oh nice, she wants to talk too. I get the sense that the creche is gonna, like, the protocol is going to be to kill the person. That's how you cleanse. They're going to kill us. Like, it's Githyanki. They seem very warlike. I'm sure the answer is, oh, you have a tadpole? Oh, come right this way. Yes, no, we're gonna take care of it. And then they'll cut our heads off.
What were you two talking about?
What do you mean?
You and that Githyanki.
Oh yeah, you don't like her, huh? We were just discussing next steps.
I see. I'd be careful with Lizelle.
I'm with you. You don't trust Lizelle?
She's not of this world. I'd be surprised if our interests remained aligned. Let's hope we rapidly find a healer. You seem reliable. I think you know how important it is that we find someone who can cure us. Best if we focus on that.
Agreed. The sooner we find someone to help us, the better.
Good. We might even get lucky and find one right away.
How do you not like
As I
this?
see it, we're overdue some good fortune. Rest well.
I don't know how Lizelle disapproves of that. We're gonna go find somebody. Maybe that's a creche. I don't know. Also, you know, the intro to this early access, there's an intro video which shows that Githyanki are like hunting the mindflayers. Like, they are out to kill the mindflayers. So I'm going to assume she's to some extent trustworthy.
Go to hell.
And a good evening to you as well.
Ha! You're a good sport. Go to hell. An everyday expression. So trivial it's almost meaningless. But we've seen hell. It's real. And it isn't trivial.
You sound a tad more dejected than when we first met.
Merely contemplating. Devils, dragons, mind flayers. They used to be abstracts. Pictures on a piece of paper. What a difference a day makes. Now we have tadpoles slithering through our heads like carnivorous feti. That's not abstract.
Very true. Gale, I'm not too worried. We're going to find someone who can help us.
That's the spirit. Let's be up with the lark. Find a healer before the wee one gets hungry.
And how about you, Astarion?
Mind, I'm brooding.
Alright, fair enough. That's all we need to do here. We'll take our long rest. Yeah, no, you don't use any of the shit you picked up. I mean, I guess we used Dragon's Mushroom, whatever that was called. But whatever. Do a full rest.
Where are you?
Like you give a book. Everything all right out there?
Yeah, it's me. Let me in. Give me a little guidance if you don't mind. It can't hurt. Nice.
You sound a bit shaken, boss. Hang on while I find the key.
In we go.
Never mind.
Ah.
Where the hell's... You're dead!
Am I now? Let's give him a slice. And, a push. The squishiest guy is behind us. Let's step out of the way of the mage so the mage can get through. We'll stop right there.
Blood comes easy these days.
Let's mock him. Yeah.
You listening? Wetter than a 10-tongue tarpon.
Just making sure it's a cantrip. I often forget. And we're gonna keep playing our music. We're helping, guys. Hopefully this rouses you guys into battle.
The last board is set.
All right. What do you got for cantrips? Firebolt. Boom. You're not dead. Holy crap. All right. Just step out of the way. Oh my god, she can play music too? We're gonna have to do that. Why don't you go ahead and finish him off with a main hand attack? Try. What? What? Try that. We'll push him. Try that pike out. Why don't you step in front of the squishy people? Oh, he's surprised. Then he had to get back up. I like it. Astarion, do the honors. Nice. God damn. Where are you going? Alright, we looted everything. Let's go see if there's anything dangerous up here. Oh, wait, hold on. Before we do that, Shadowheart.
What am I to do?
You are to play a song for us. Poor performance. Do it. No, you're the best. Don't ever let anyone tell you you're not doing a great job. Alright, that was fantastic.
Not as bad as it could have.
I did not know that a non-bard could hold a weapon, hold a musical instrument and play music. Alright, Astarion, why don't you not stand in front of the door? Why don't we take you?
Let's see what the day
Can I move you over here? Nah, you guys are all gonna cycle around weirdly, huh? Nah, that's fine. I get the sense there's gonna be a bunch of people behind this door. Let's see what happens. No. Alright. Oh, there's somebody in here. Everybody, sneak, quick. Astarion.
Shall we?
Whoa. We're gonna shoot this fire barrel. This convenient fire barrel. Oh, it's an oil barrel. It's not a fire barrel. Whoops. That's okay. We've got plenty of people. Oh, he's got fire. I don't know where she went, but we're gonna light this place up. And then we're gonna step out of the way of the door. And we're gonna go back into sneak. And we're gonna get the wizard. Step up, there she is. I don't know what she's doing, but she's doing something. And I don't care for it. What do you got for cantrips? Why don't you hit her with some more fire?
My turn.
Oh, I forgot. I wanted to mage hand that rock. I forgot about that. We gotta go back and do that. Who the fuck is this? Shadowheart, get the hell out of here. Damn it.
In here.
Oh, the last thing I wanted. Oh, he's not doing too well. Whoops. And Shadowheart's in the way. Oh, she's not seen yet. Nobody's seen yet. We still have...
Can't afford any mistakes.
We've got some goodness going on here. We're gonna take an opportunity to make sure he survives.
Take your...
It's gonna add her to the damned fight, unfortunately, but... This is not going how I wanted it to. Target is too far. First, we're gonna take that. Then we're gonna run over here, so we're not gonna get too hit. And then we're gonna use some good old-fashioned. What are you talking about? I can't use grease. Did I just spit all my movement like an idiot? I did. That's fine. We're good right there. Nice. I'm just gonna make sure he doesn't get hit. Don't you dare. Miss. Nice. Alright. Hathik has not joined the fight yet, and he's about to do that. What is it, 3 to 18? We'll give her Dissonant Whispers. Good. 1 down. Jeez Louise. Are we tied together with Shadowheart here? Can we get you out of the door? Jesus. You've been a pain in the butt.
Got to press on.
Alright. Firebolt. And hang here. We're gonna go for some more fire. You know what? Yeah. Do a piercing shot on him. Beautiful. Alright. We can't get back out of the way. We can hide over here. Nice. No. Don't you dare. Alright. Now, once again, you guys are in a lot of trouble. Because I got grease coming your way. Beautiful. Let's go hide again.
Silence spell.
Nice. Lady, get lost with your mage armor. Let's hit her with more fire.
Make it hurt.
Alright, how about a little bit of guiding bolt for you? Oh, he's still up. God. Alright, we're gonna stand in front of him to soak up any damage coming his way. Critical miss. I love it. Somehow still hurt him though. Alright, Hathik, get in. Wait, right there. Let's give dude some bardic inspiration. In case he gets hurt. And let's do a little ranged attack on this guy. And let's add a little liveliness to the battlefield.
Swords meet sorcery.
And I think we're gonna go one more time with the old grease. Set these guys on fire. Someone went prone. I'm gonna push him back out of the way. And maybe go ahead and take his last health potion. That better cost your turn. Yo, lady, I got no time for you. Beautiful. 1 left. A bit messy, but not too bad. Let's get him out of the way, too. Let's get everybody over here. This guy's got to run.
Let's end this.
Through the fire. Guiding bolt. A miss on our guiding bolt, you son of a bastard. Alright, we're gonna keep her front and center so she can soak up any damage that's coming our way. Oh, ha, 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 ha. We'll give him some whispers. Okay. Beautiful. I think it'll be short rest time. What did you guys have? Nothing much. Journal through the jungle? The sun had just fallen below the horizon when I first heard its call. 1,000 reed pipes at once, whistling a single beautiful, terrible song. Ulu Thalong, said Jaw, it's coming. Jaw dropped her pack and scurried up the nearest biter. With a bit more effort, I climbed a tree of my own, and the two of us surveyed the grassy ground beneath. A woo, there it is again, above and beneath and all around. So close my skull vibrated from the sound. The ferns and foliage under me rippled and swayed. Jaw held a finger to her lips to demand my silence, and in one motion it snatched her. A vine, a tentacle, it hardly mattered. The hunter had found its prey. Jaw's screams swelled, then faded, as Zulu Thalong dragged her away. I leapt down to give chase, but the creature left no mark behind. The grasses were untrampled, the shrubs unbroken. I had only the memory of that harrowing call to guide me. That is not your journal, it is just a story. Still interesting. Oh, yeah, I'll take this stuff. Thank you very much. Let's get ourselves dressed up.
You do not recognize the language on the plaque.
What is this? Some old wizard. Chapel records. Fine dust coats the pages of this weathered book. Beneath the bone-white powder, hundreds of short obituaries are recorded in tiny script. Grobian Tipple Ilmater, drowning. Evian Arkinson Agma, internal rot. Dervin Stout Saloon, fever. Interesting. I'll check this chest.
All right. What now?
Nothing.
What's that?
What indeed? A lever that screams. Oh, thieves' tools. We'll take those. Also, hold on. Astarion, why don't you take a bunch of thieves' tools? I have like 5 of them, yeah. Alright, deeper we go. How bad are we with spells here? Maybe you can use your arcane recovery. Because I believe I may legit have to do another long rest. There is a, without a doubt, big fight coming up to us. Which is why I waited to get... everybody in here. So we might have to just... We'll loot this place. I'm gonna do a couple of things. We're gonna loot it up in here. And heavy oak doors. Let's get these open first. I think this goes into the crypt that we unlocked before and already looted. It does indeed. We may well risk everything and loot the last the last coffin.
Come on, open up.
There is a unique weapon in there. So we may just loot that, but it is very dangerous, so. Thank you for your guidance. It proved incredibly necessary. Alright, we're gonna do a couple of things. First of all, we're taking all the weapons off these guys. I don't know that there's a way to not have this happen. But if you do what I hope we can do, they're gonna come to life. And that is not ideal.
Jurgle? This must be ancient. No one worships the final scribe anymore.
Jurgle, the final scribe. Interesting. Everybody else failed that check. My man Astarion got religious knowledge. A heavy key. Alright, we're gonna take all their weapons. And we're gonna go over here. Go toss them in a chest in this room. They still got tons of magic, but I think now they won't have weapons.
No traps, please.
Another rapier and a soul coin. Highly interesting. Let's go see what this Book of Dead Gods is all about. Oh, I should have had the
This book is far lighter than it should be with such a massive lock.
We don't know anything about Arcana, but we could hand this to the wizard. Let's see. Let's see. Nope. Oh my god, what are you doing?
The tome does not take kindly to your tampering. A feeling like pins and needles lingers under your skin, pricking and prodding.
Alright. I guess I deserved that. let's leave. Oh, you know what? Here, let's see if you, can you read this book? Knock the lock open with a spell. All right, let's do it. What bonus? We'll use guidance, just in case we don't long rest. Nice. Ooh, nice. I don't think I've ever opened this book before. Oh, Gale,
As the
you're
lock
awesome.
opens, a loose page comes with it. Magic pulses from the parchment.
Very interesting.
What was once script is now an obliterated scrawl. You have a sense these are names, a list. But of what?
Religion. All right, we'll examine the book very closely. No one was very good at religion in this. We already have guidance. We're good. All right. The DC check is not too bad. We beat it handily. Our religion was fine.
Gods. These are the names of gods, once lost but now restored after the Second Sundering. The last three names in this book sit close together, but are so devastated by the scrawl as to be unreadable. Entire pantheons have dwindled and been reborn, silently recorded by this book.
Gale is inspired. Why don't you take that and keep that with you, Gale? That's your book now. We'll long rest one more time. We'll get to talk to everybody. Then we're gonna have a fight with these skeletons, I do believe. Unless there's a way to not have... Whoa! I didn't know we would rest in here. Oh, that's so cool. Holy shit. I did not know the camp was contextual. So awesome. I have yet to be anywhere but the outdoor camp. All right, let's talk with Gale.
Be with you in a moment.
Okay. What are you doing? I'm gonna say neat trick. Neat trick.
Not a trick, my friend. Magic. Be that as it may. Ceramorphosis. What does it make you think of?
Getting my brain ripped apart. First and foremost, that damn tadpole.
Spot on. Day 1, fever and memory loss. Day 2, hallucinations and graying skin. Day 3, hair loss and blood leaking from all orifices. Need to go on?
I'm gonna shake my head, no.
My point is this. Our orifices remain blissfully unblooded, our heads remain clear, and our blood temperature normal. Any expert will agree this is abnormal.
Can you explain why the symptoms aren't showing?
That, alas, is where my knowledge fails me. A rogue might call it luck, a priest might call it fate. As for myself, I'm a pragmatic. I see the silence before the storm. Something to sleep on. We should get some rest.
How true that is. All right, let's talk to Shadowheart.
I couldn't help but overhear. Well, alright, I could have helped, but didn't. Anyway, I feel the same. Other than the occasional mental exchange, it's almost as if we're not infected. The voice on the ship told me I'd become a beautiful weapon. What do you think it meant?
Oh, I don't know. Sounds like it had plans for us.
Whatever they were, those plans were interrupted by the dragons.
And the Githyanki that you don't
Either way,
like.
we can't take the lack of symptoms for granted. We have to find a healer.
Agreed.
Well, I've said my piece. Get some rest.
Astarion.
Hold have a word.
I haven't talked to you yet.
I saw you getting a lecture from our magical friend. I have to say, I thought you'd look worse, but no. Not a tentacle to be seen.
I could say the same to you.
Indeed you could. We're all doing surprisingly well, given the circumstances. I'm not taking anything for granted, of course. First sign of change, and I'll have to stop that pretty little heart of yours.
All right, and I'll have to stop yours too.
I am open to suggestions. Knives, poison, strangulation, whatever you'd prefer.
All right, well, go calm down here. Oh, yeah, perfect. Not sure. How would you like to go?
I don't think poison is for me. Nor stabbing, come to think of it. I always
Concur.
felt decapitation was a fine choice. One good swing and then nothing.
Done. I'm in.
But we were talking about you. What'll it be?
All right, murder-suicide pact. Just decapitation sounds good.
A fine choice.
He
To use
approves.
sword or axe or saw. Well, I'm getting ahead of myself. This is all a worst-case
saw?
scenario.
Bro.
Obviously.
And you? How should I kill you?
Oh my boy, I'd like to see you try. Now, let's get some rest. The sooner we start tomorrow, the better our chances of keeping this hypothetical.
Dude, I'm gonna cut your head off. Alright, let's talk to forever angry Lizelle.
Abominations grow inside us. Our bones should ache. Our mouths should bleed. Yet we thrive. It is madness. Keep your rest short. Time is not our ally.
Alright. Wait, can I go in there? What the? Alright, hold on a second. Just in case that exits the long rest, I'm not gonna risk that right now. Alright. We talked to everybody. We're gonna get some rest and then we're gonna go fight these dudes. Dude, I don't trust this guy. I am ecstatic
Never wanted the easy
that our camp was inside. There's a button right here. Hopefully we get to discover it. We got to see it. Nice.
Something over there.
Nice. And the dead rise.
Hells, something just woke up down here.
Alright. Everybody.
Let them come. The darkness can be to our advantage.
Oh shit. I wanted us all to be inside. I didn't realize we were all gonna get... We were supposed to be sneaky. Whoops. Alright. Who's tied together? Nothing good yet. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get inside. We're gonna step in and out of this door. Man, I thought I'd be able to get in here before we went into this whole thing. Alright, my friend. Bludgeoning, piercing, slashing damage from weapon attacks. I'm gonna give you this. I'm gonna inspire you, my friend. And I am also gonna head inside. Actually, wait. Can I huck a grease bottle out here? And one of you guys... Beautiful. I will go inside and out of the way of the door.
The gods are watching me.
One of you guys can light that on fire. Not ideal. Alright, Shadowheart. Light that on fire lest someone come this way. You get inside too.
May the dice roll in my favor.
And good God, my man. You can actually take a good shot at somebody. What are we gonna do? I don't remember taking sleep. I remember specifically not taking sleep. Contemplating blinding these guys so they can't see us move back and forth. Let's try it out. Alright, you, inside.
Step by step of fools these mortals.
Alright, why don't you guys go run through some fire I laid for you. We're gonna try to step out one at a time. And fight them. I've done this before, but I've always been in pure sneak mode, so they don't even realize we're in here. They know the door got open, but we have plenty of time to set up, so this is gonna be different.
With finesse.
And you, my friend, are also gonna huck a grease bottle. Nice. Someone was in there, it looks like. Let's see if we can whisper at somebody. Nice. Alright, young lady. You step out here.
Have to keep
Start
going.
doing the closest thing you can do to tanking for us. Why don't you take that? Do a little ranged attack on this frightened person. And why don't you heal a wizard? Not enough movement. God damn it. That's okay.
With the weave.
Alright, why don't you get yourself some healing something or other? Did you not? Did I not give myself a healing? I guess I accidentally took sleep. We can fix that later. Why don't you give yourself mage armor? So you don't die. Let's put you into a sneak.
On my way.
Come out this way. Who's out here? Can we see anybody? Damn. Not really. There's nothing you can do. You kind of came out here for nothing. Alright. It's okay. We'll all be out here. It's fine. Alright, they're getting... Jesus. They're getting into the fire. Which is good. Beautiful. Nice, and he's dead. I love it. You're a little hurt. Why don't you step back in here? You can hold off on taking any healing potions. Why don't you go back into hiding? You have healing. Beautiful. And let's see if we can whisper at somebody.
Strike you down.
That was fantastic. Do I have enough? Can I jump? No. Can I sneak? No, I really screwed myself out here.
Finish this.
Alright, you gotta step out closer and do me a solid here, because I'm gonna die. Guiding bolt, strike true. Oh, I should have taken the undead. Oh, we missed. Ooh, I should have commanded the undead. That's unfortunate. Let's make sure they can't get over here. Let's get this whole area on fire. So they have a nice hard time getting over here. Also, you cannot move either, but you can sneak. All right. Oof. Good God. All right, there's not much you can do. I did that to myself. We can get you out to there. Sneak attack. Come on, you got this. Beautiful. Alright. Let's give you some bardic inspiration. Probably should have healed you. Actually, wait. We'll use vicious mockery.
Pay attention!
What do I have to lose?
Pus-supping maggot.
Boo! Jerk. Alright, Hathik is, staying alive here. He's in the best shape, so we'll put him off to the side for now. Young lady, why don't you drink that? And, what does the most damage for us? Guiding Bolt, I think. I'd have to touch them to do the necromantic spell. We also have Turn Undead. That's not bad. Let's try that. Why don't you help us? Did it not work? Or did I fuck it up? I think I fucked it up. Why don't you also grease this place up? We'll go with grease on the other mage. I think he's only melee, so he has to actually get to us. So we'll go with grease on this guy. Let's take a look and see where he's got to move to do that. Beautiful. He gets back up. But that's what he used his movement on. Oh, shit. Good God.
Let's find some prey.
Excellent. All right, let's again get back out of the way.
Sometimes the only way out is through.
We'll see if we can mock this guy.
Oi! Ugly, foul deformity!
Yeah, you don't like getting made fun of, do you? No. You take one of these. And let's go with a guiding bolt. Oh, there's one left. There's one left somewhere. Oh, it's that guy. I didn't think he was still alive. Gale, it's up to you, man. We need you right now. 55%. Critical miss was exactly what we did not need in this moment of time. Dash through and... Ah, the fire let up! No!
Let's have a little fun.
Oh, shit. Nah, our sneak failed. I was like, what? All right, please, please, please. Oh my god, thank you so much. Hathik, have a conversation with Shadowheart, see what she has to say.
Dead just to protect some dusty baubles. Fools.
Couldn't agree more. Besides, what use did the dead have of possessions?
Their trinkets may be worth a few coins all the same.
Alright, let's carry on with what we were doing before we were so rudely interrupted.
What's inside?
I've done this before, but usually I'm in full sneak mode. And you can get all the way in here, and the undead don't even know you're here, and you can like actually pick them off one by one in sneak with the right group, which this group pretty much could have done it. The Amulet of Lost Voices, that lets me talk to the dead. I can speak with the dead, level 3 necromancy spell, we'll hold on to that. Or the bard will do the talking. Anything else in this room worth looking at? No? Just the plaque? We'll read the plaque.
Here lies the guardian of tombs. Through knowledge comes atonement.
So he has spoken, and so thou standest before me, right as always. What a curious way to awaken. Now, I have a question for thee. What is the worth of a single mortal's life?
Oh, quite the question. What is the reason for it?
Curiosity. Nothing more. Wilt thou answer my question?
Yes, ask away.
So, I ask again, what is the worth of a single mortal life?
Another soul coin. Excellent. Oh, that's Withers. I was like, fucking Astarion, where are you going? All right, I think that's where we're going to leave it. My goodness, I am enjoying the heck out of this game. We managed to find a skeleton friend and assemble a pretty decent team. I think when we come back, we will continue our search for a healer, whether it be a Kresh or the lady Nettie they told us to find. And we'll also level the team up, I believe, to level 3 now, which means there's a few decisions to make, so I should think carefully about that. But we will do all of that in the next episode, so subscribe for more Baldur's Gate, and I'll see you next time.